Hello, YouTube. Y'all there? Listen, I ain't gonna be on here but a minute, but I want to react to Tasha K's statement. For me, that was very disappointing. It was obviously prepared by someone else she's hired. I have to question some of your skills at selecting people to represent you, Tasha K. Not only your defense team, but also the person who prepared this statement. What the fuck is the machine? Girl, you went on here on this thing about the machine trying to get you, and what they glorifying prostitution, and the machine is glorifying gun use, and our kids are in trouble in Chicago, and people are getting shot in Chicago, and people getting shot in L.A. And what is all they got to do with the case, girl? Tasha K, you're gonna have it's like you're talking to a bunch of children. You don't respect people. You think these people are stupid. What does all this bullshit you're talking about have to do with the case with you, the libel case against you, girl, and the defamation case against you? You're talking about how evil the rap industry is. Is that what we're to take from this? Because I don't think Cardi B is telling people to go out and shoot people. You were talking about these big global ideas about gun violence, about prostitution, about child pornography, and all this other stuff you put in this statement, girl. We're looking for a statement about the case that you just lost for $4 million. You said that $4 million is not the issue. I can agree to some extent. They want to shut your mouth. It is the truth. So I think you need to do some internal search, Tasha K, and try to find where you were responsible for these events. Did these people give me every opportunity to correct this by simply taking down these horrible videos and to stop lying on this woman? You call it a machine. I don't call it a machine. I call it Tasha K had enough money to bury your ass. It's as simple as that, girl. She don't need no goddamn machine. You're trying to act like now it's the whole damn industry is against Tasha K. It's bullshit, girl. And what I also took from your statement is you keep saying, talking about how many years it's going to take to fight this case, right? So what your plan is, you just want to tie this case up and keep delay, and then go on for several more years going on with your regular life, right? You don't want to take responsibility. Now you're going to come out here like you are some kind of, activist? The fuck? Activist? Girl, you went after this woman relentlessly for clicks and views. And now you're trying to tell us that they are actually coming for you for clicks and views? Tasha K, you ain't making no damn sense. If you prepared that statement, then you're a damn fool. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Just come and say something from your heart or say something to the people so they will continue to follow you, girl. This was an insult to people's intelligence, in my opinion. Don't write anything down. Going on telling us about how she's a wife and a mother and all this, trying to look all wholesome and shit now. Really, Tasha K, all they got to do is look at your videos, girl. You come over here like you are a wholesome wife and a husband, telling us how long you done had your husband and how you believe in the two family. See, here's what the people do. They try to anger people by bringing up kids. It always works. That's what happened with Nita Bryan. Oh, we got to save the children. They're trying to get that in order to get people angry at the rap industry. Are you really planning on taking on the whole industry? What about the woman who you owe $4 million to, girl? Isn't this about two women? She's trying to make it a machine. What fucking honestly no machine, girl? Did the machine write the check? You did wrong. Accept it. Move on. Hey, people. How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, I'm back on here again. Well, I guess you made this statement about 7 o'clock tonight. I was very disappointed because really, in a perfect world, YouTubers should be defending her right to exist, right? Because she is a YouTuber and we are YouTubers, right? But she's not fighting for anybody's rights. Now she's trying to come on there like she's power to the people. She's going to save the kids in Chicago. All this old bullshit, right? You're not concerned with any of that, girl. You're concerned on how you're going to wiggle your ass out of this $4 million judgment, girl. That is what it is. What I heard, what you were saying, you're going to try to tie it up in courts. But like I was saying earlier today or yesterday, there is a very good chance that these people are not going to sit around for years while you're trying to appeal and watch you get rid of whatever money you have. Whatever assets you had, you're going to be trying to hide them. No, I believe that the court is going to require you to secure this judgment in some way. They may not ask you for all of it, but they're going to ask you for a good portion. Maybe they'll ask you to put up half of it now. So all of the mortgages and all the things you have to do, you still got to do them. And they'll place that money in an account. Cardi can't spend it, and you can't spend it. The issue is Cardi don't need it. You do. But you're going to be stubborn now, and then you're going to try. Whatever. I can't even believe this shit. This girl will still not accept responsibility for what she did. Kind of reminds me of somebody. These people, these narcissists, they seem incapable. But what else? I mean, to play devil's advocate, what else can she say, really? What else can she say? She has to go on and try to make a living and try to figure this stuff out. She needs to fire all of her lawyers. She's going to go up in there and try to say incompetent representation. And the judge is going to wonder, well, you had these people for 5 years. You don't trust them? These are your attorneys, right? This is not the first time you used them, right? Haven't you recommended these same attorneys to other people? So if they were so bad, that these were such horrible attorneys, why are you recommending them to several other people? And why have you employed them for over 5 years? Why have you not had them represent you in virtually every case, right? Those were your decisions, Tasha K. So I would love to be able to speak up for you. I would love for you to have some kind of point. But when you come in here with this bullshit about the machines and kids being killed in Chicago and LA and this glorifying prostitution, didn't the word prostitution, isn't that part of what got you in trouble in the first place? Whatever, Tasha K, however you choose to live your life, that is your business. You have made a career out of downgrading other people's choices. If that woman is able to go wear skimpy outfits, do a rap, make music, and she could become the biggest or the highest paid female rapper, perhaps forever, in the United States, at the very top of her career, Grammys running out of ass, girl, you have to accept that somebody wants to hear it. What the hell are you doing? Are you taking on the whole industry? Are you going to turn this into some kind of crusade now? I'm saving the children. I'm doing it for the kids. I'm like Cardi B. Cardi B is corrupting the children. Tasha, this is a loss for you, honey. I'm sorry, baby. Spin, baby, spin. I don't know what else they can expect from you, but I think if you were even moderately intelligent, you would realize that statement was bullshit. You could have cut it in half and just said, I'm sorry for putting you guys through this. We're appealing the case. But I'm going to try to comply with what the courts are asking of me. The videos are taken down. And we'll have to proceed in private. I ask you for your privacy, for my privacy. I mean, I don't know what else you can say, honey. But what you said was an insult. I lost all respect for you with that bullshit, girl. She bringing up, girl, the child pornography. What the fuck was she talking about? Chicago kids being killed in the streets, teaching the kids to be demented, degenerates. What? How's that woman teaching somebody to be a degenerate, honey? Tasha, you can't spend this, baby. You leave it alone, girl. Let this bullshit go. Just like you think you can have an attitude and be angry, that woman can have an attitude and be angry too. And she can be looking out for other ways that you have still continued to defame her, girl. since she's corrupting all the children in the United States, girl. And she's promoting prostitution, you said. Aren't you doing more of what you're accused of anyway? And when you try to appeal, are they going to have more video now to show the court? We see how impressed the court was when they came and found your ass guilty in 2 hours, girl. Apparently, the jury and the judge were very impressed by all these videos. And then you gonna come on here with this bullshit? All right. Hey, people. Did I speak to any of y'all? Princess A. Mocha Drop? Deandra Jameson? Did y'all hear her statement? They said she had something like 25,000 people watch her video. It wasn't very long. This is a statement, but she just went on and just read something, and then that was it. Bye. Silly. You have to realize you're hiring incompetent people, Tasha K. Whoever came up with that idea. So now you serve journal of truth now, somebody? You gonna save the kids? You gonna stop gun violence? You gonna change the entire music industry? All because you can't take responsibility for you ain't nothing you're a gossip blogger, girl. The hell is that? You're not an activist. You don't give a goddamn about people dying in Chicago. It's a lie. What the hell they got to do with this damn entertainment gossip? It's an insult. So hopefully people, I'm done with this Tasha K stuff. Unless they give me some serious reason, but this is 3 days. I ignored the case for 3 years, 3.5 years. And now it's come to a head. We got to report on what's going on, right? But she came and gave her statement tonight. It was pitiful. It was just pitiful, girl. All you did was tell us that you are going to try to avoid paying this woman this money and drag it out in the courts for as long as you can. But a day's coming, baby. That woman, it ain't like Cardi B is sitting at home, girl, wondering if she's going to be able to eat her next steak. She's doing just fine. She's going to be eating good, girl. And her career will go on. And hopefully this judge has the insight to impose a gag order until this appeal of yours expires, right? So you won't be on her trying to cash in. She had the nerve to say that they were trying to cash in on her. Ain't this a bitch? They're the ones that's the stars, girl. So now you done pissed off the whole music industry. Tasha K is delusional. Thank you, Tex Coco. You can break it down in 2 words, honey. That's right. It comes. I just don't watch her, so I wasn't aware of. I mean, the way people are able to manipulate other people. Who would something like that make sense to? I said, girl, what they got to do with the case? We're talking about some gossip here, child. Some untrue gossip proven untrue. Where do you get to saving the kids in Chicago? Stopping gun and the glorification of prostitution and all this other stuff you said, girl. Are you calling her a prostitute again? Do we got to go back into the court? When will you shut your mouth, Tasha K, and learn how to hire competent representation in your speech writing and your statements and in your attorneys? It seems to me that your attorney should have at least have enough competence to prepare a statement, a short statement, right? Because people expect to see something from you. But in your mind, you probably say, oh, that's 25,000 people in a live. 15 minutes, whatever it is, girl. Good luck with that. I see them over to give you a little change, but you don't need no little change, baby. They need to be breaking off thousands at this point. Like that woman that can continue to hire these damn high-polluting lawyers to continue to get your ass, no matter what you try to hide. That is stupid. That's like me. I want to take Puff Daddy to court. Whatever. Yeah, she gonna hate me forever. She'll hear it. She'll hear this stuff, child. Everybody goes on. Everybody's the same when it comes to social media. All she gotta do, put her name, Tasha K, and she'll go in here and she'll see a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Primarily, she's gonna listen to the ones that she already knows hates her regular enemies. But they look at everything, girl. Wherever their name pops up, they'll look at a little bit of it. I don't follow or care less about either of the two people. Mm-hmm. Hi, RT. Elnor. I don't know why I got this song in my head. I got this damn song. I gotta get it out of my head, honey. Somebody, I must have sang it earlier. Let me show you a way to go. She'd rather take $4 million out of her kid's mouth. That's a lot of work, honey. You can try to pay off $4 million. And it says she's estimated to make something worth like $600,000 a year. Well, she got to live on the after the taxes. She's gonna have to come clean with the taxes too. But she's gonna live on half of that, just in her lifestyle, paying her bills. So maybe she can save $75,000, $100,000 if she pressed hard a year. But even if she came up with that, you still gonna be working for 5-6 years, girl, if you maintain the 75,000. But y'all know how life is. Shit comes up, honey. You can't just be working and giving all your money to Cardi B, right? I see her playing very, very clearly. Mm-hmm. You only allowed a certain amount of appeals too, right? Even people on death row, they only get what do they get? 2 appeals. You only get a certain amount of that, the Tasha K. So don't get too comfortable, girl. I would much prefer you just came by humbly. You don't got to admit or talk about the case or anything like that. So listen, I apologize for you guys if I've disappointed you. That would have been sweet. And you would have maintained your audience. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful that I found you, Uncle, by watching a video of you criticizing her. Did I criticize her 4 years ago? I don't even know. I thought I was through with her. I didn't even remember. I do remember an encounter I had with her 3-4 years ago, and she actually came into my chat to say I had my facts wrong or something like that. She was arguing with somebody else, something like that. But it's a damn shame we can't come and speak up for her as YouTubers. I mean, she is the YouTuber, right? So we're supposed to be, in theory, on her side. But I ain't seen too many people on her side, girl. I know she has loyal supporters. I see them over there giving $10, $15, $5, and all that. That's a long way from $4 million, baby. She says though in that thing that she's not crowdfunding. So if you are already donating money to some GoFundMe in the name of Tasha K for her case, you're being ripped off. And she says she's not going to do that. Of course, her ego has to say, we don't need to do that. Okay. Just write her a check then, girl. Be done with it. Says you don't need no money. Mm-hmm. She wants to maintain. I don't know what else she can do. You know, I kind of felt sorry for her that she would come up there and make some pitiful statement like that. I mean, just way out. She might as well say Illuminati or some damn body. This machine is trying to get her. This machine. What machine? You think of people in the record companies actually thinking about your ass? This is one woman against another woman, honey. You defamed her, right? They found you liable. Accept your responsibility, girl, and try to figure out how you're going to move forward. Does she have some kind of insurance that would pay? Larry Reed brought that idea up that she might have some kind of liability insurance. Just by having a business, you know, you can have a certain amount of insurance, but insurance that will cover $4 million libel suits, that would cost her thousands of dollars a month. I doubt that. I don't think she ever anticipated this, but she was going at it blindly. You know, she should have known the woman could crush her if she wanted to. And I do think it's a colorist thing though, because she's mentioned, I don't know what puts me in the mind that she has a problem with this light-skinned woman. So she hate Puerto Ricans? What is her issue with this woman, honey? She already seen the woman can kick ass. You better be careful, girl. Oh, let me show you. That song was in my head. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Rolling Stone called her malicious. They're going to call her a whole lot worse than that, girl. It's just starting. She said, oh, this is just beginning. I'm a mother. I have a husband. Tasha K, I don't know how well you are over there communicating with your husband. So for him to get on the stand and throw you a curveball, girl, which you weren't anticipating, I don't know how close you guys are. Let's just hope that you can repair your husband and y'all can get down to tax and try to figure out how to get out of this mess. If it's possible that you could somehow pay this woman. I don't know about settling though after you've already been found liable. I don't know how the law works. So if Cardi were to say, okay, just give me $3 million, can you do that? I don't know if they actually sell stuff after it's already been settled by the courts. You're just liable. But we don't know everything. If she's friends with her attorneys, this woman, I forget her name, but if she's friends with her, you just say, baby, I just need to go a different direction. You know, the lawyer ain't gonna like her. They're locked into them coins. The lawyer will always tell you what you want to hear. You're gonna win and all that shit, child. Because you're gonna pay them no matter what. You haven't paid attention to this time, but I haven't either. That to the last 3 days. It's only interesting after for the verdict, honey. I don't watch this stuff. I don't even like celebrities, or I just don't find them very interesting. You go up there, you can sing a song, girl, and now all of a sudden you're like somebody I have to pay attention to. What kind of toilet paper you buy. Fame makes a man think things over, makes his looks hard to swallow. That's more of a young person's game. So she's really talking to a lot of young people. So maybe they'll buy some of her bullshit. This was initially a $75,000 settlement offer. Worst decision making. So I'm not gonna be coming on here whooping on her because she really is up against it, honey. She could lose her whole business. So ain't nobody trying to see that. So I would just say, Tasha K, just take responsibility for your actions, girl, and don't do it no more. If you come out with this attitude, now we got to listen to all this Black Power shit, girl, about the people shooting each other in Chicago. I don't see that as a winning strategy. We know you don't give a shit. You care about celebrity gossip. That's what you are. But she got to say something, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes away for a while at some point. You need to go and rest, honey. Wrestle her own. She needs to wrestle her own ego down. Okay, so here's what it comes down to this. If I was in the situation that she's in, of course, you never know what you're going to do until you're in the situation. But I would say, listen, my decision is in appeal. I can't talk about the case, and just shut up about it altogether. Don't say nothing else. Let that last statement, if that's what you chose to represent you, let that be your last statement and leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. God can handle it better than you can. Leave it alone. Handle your business behind the scenes and keep that woman's name out your mouth. If she really wanted to be nasty, she could use that video you just made a few minutes ago, girl. She can use that against you in front of a judge. She's over here saying that I'm encouraging people to be prostitutes and degenerates. Her husband testified that she wouldn't listen to him. No, she's a narcissist. She probably will never accept responsibility for action, though it's indefensible. You lie on somebody, girl, you already said you knew it was a lie. I don't know what she expects from people. Maybe they're so hypnotized over there and they're so eager to want to support her that they'll just believe anything. And since her audience, I mean, since they deal with celebrities, their audience is probably a lot of young people. Maybe they can be easily manipulated. But that statement you gave, Tasha K, I'm sorry, honey, that's bullshit. Had nothing to do with the case at all. I bet it's going to be hard sleeping in that house side by side for a while, baby. Do you think the wave of public sympathy might turn in Tasha K's favor and bring her more publicity before? I don't care what kind of publicity she get. They ain't gonna $4 million worth. All the $10 and $5, it ain't gonna touch that $4 million. And she just said she don't need it, so she can't resist the opportunity to say she got enough money. She can cover it by herself. Anyway, we can say that she said that all the people who are coming up with these raising money for Tasha K, those are all scams. Don't give them no money. If you want to donate to her, keep on doing it the same way you've been doing it. I don't think it's going to make much difference, though. I don't know. It's an interesting question, though. I have to ask an attorney or somebody. Can they still settle for a lesser amount after the judgment? Or perhaps she wouldn't win in appeal, but maybe they could fight the amounts and have it low, but she's still gonna be in the millions, right? I don't think she can't afford no $1 million judgment, child. She's gonna be working day and night. But then, I mean, time does pass, though, honey. If you got to hunker down and get enough money to settle the situation, you have to do that. She's probably real worried about the tax. She also tried to include that in her conspiracy. I guess the government trying to get her too. But she's going to have to pay the IRS. It's tax season right now, honey. They sitting up in the courtroom. Oh, my God. And is it Dana? Unseelie? Yeah, that's another issue. She got the case. She got the money. She has the IRS, and she also has to deal with this thing of YouTube possibly suspending her or taking her channel down. And that's huge. That's big. That's her source of income. She likes to brag about all these different companies, but her husband said out of his own mouth, there ain't no companies, we're it. That's just her talking. She gets some money from YouTube. I know that some of her if she has sponsorships, I think she does wine sponsorships and all that. That's going to go away pretty quick. That usually can go down in a day, really. They'll just pull out. But she still needs to make a living somewhere. A lot of people say, well, hell, if I got to give her all the money, I ain't work. I ain't watching out work. So, Tasha K, if you don't have a therapist, go ahead and get you one, girl, because you're going to need to get through this without slipping into deep depression. Because I imagine you're going to be very overwhelmed by all this. Right. And no, Cardi B should not feel guilty about doing what she did. Right. Because you wouldn't let it go. You know, you tormented that woman. Well, she's irresponsible. She's responsible for all of the violence and the I don't know, prostitution, all this sex and all this stuff in the whole rap industry. Cardi B single-handedly is responsible for all of it. Because that's what you made it sound in your statement, girl. Is she the head of the machine, or she is involved in the spokes of the machine? What is all this machine shit? You're a YouTuber. There ain't no machines. It's not required. She calls her lawyer up. Listen, I got to deal with this bitch. How much? No, Cardi ain't got nothing to be ashamed of at all, honey. She did what she had to do. Tasha just salty. What'd you say, baby? What do you mean? Oh, baby. Come on, bring your bum over here. What you doing? Calm down. Mm-hmm. Sweetheart, you're going to go back in the other room if you don't stop. You understand? You stop. Mm-hmm. You tell him, Squeenie. Greenie said, guilty, guilty. Well, we already established that, dog. Dogs have opinions too. They sure got some good ass ears though. When I brought him back from his walk, he just shaking and shaking and shaking. And usually when the dog starts shaking like that uncontrollably, he even climbed up on my desk in my bedroom. It's because someone that I'm watching has got their smoke detector. The battery is low, and he hits that little beep. Usually I don't even hear it, right? But then after he starts shaking and stuff, I'll listen. I say, "Oh shit, that's what it is. It's somebody's smoke detector." But anyway, I couldn't figure out this time. He just started shaking, shaking, shaking. Now, of course, if something going on outside, like when they have firecrackers and all that, they can hear that, even though you don't hear it. And don't let a skateboard come through. Ooh, those bearings drive them crazy. Cardi B set a precedent on social media as well. Tasha K will be known as the closer, and she is forever linked to Cardi B. She is a star. She ain't no Tasha K, you ain't shit. Tasha K, you like to link yourself to other people who are famous, honey, and ride their coattails. And you just got a very serious slap down and a lesson. So we may never know what ended up happening. I don't know. I'm watching the series I'm watching now on Amazon Prime is Suits. So I know that they do a lot of talking behind the scenes. But usually all this occurs before they offer you have offers and offers and offers for much less money, right? So I guess that was the initial give us 75,000, right? But I don't know about this making arrangements about the money after it's been determined. Because these people have been through 4 years of this shit, right? Vanessa Washington. I think Tasha K is doing exactly what she wanted to do. Oh, really? She had everyone talking about her. I believe she will be doing interviews soon. That ain't gonna bring you to her $4 million, go girl. She gonna always spin it. Tasha K is a personality who is gonna always spin it like everything is cool. This was my plan. She said tonight, we've been planning this from the beginning. We've been planning. Who the fuck is planning something to give somebody $4 million, child, when they could have gave them 75,000 because they know they were in the wrong. Everybody who's ever heard the damn thing knows you are wrong. You admit that you are wrong. Judge say you are wrong. The jury says you're wrong. Everybody knows you're wrong, girl, and you could have got out of it for $75,000. I don't think this is your plan. I think you're going to spin it like it's your plan because you're going to spin whatever because you're a narcissist, and you will not take responsibility for your actions. Now, you did take responsibility on that stand, though, because you up there bragging about it. Now you didn't give this woman you hate so much, girl, full power over your life. She can push that gas as much as she wants, girl. You see how long they pursued Bernie Madoff's family? Did you see how long they pursued? Because Bernie thought he was slick too. He was in the billions. All right, baby, they had full teams, whole agency, whole attorney agencies looking for that money, right? Honey, they looked off on strange islands and everywhere else to find that money, honey. He was trying to hide it with other relatives, distant relatives. She is waiting on a Netflix deal. Either way, the IRS and Cardi will be laughing all the way to the bank. Would Netflix be interested in that deal? I don't know. That's true. She's mad because Cardi B made it as a rapper, celebrity, and she didn't. Absolutely. Absolutely, honey. Now she's kind of spinning like Cardi's so nasty, girl, because she made the WAP song and all that. young people buy music. What you got your 40 ass over there in it for any damn way, girl? You don't understand it? That's what they do. We don't like them wearing their pants half around their ass, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do, girl. We don't like the N-word, but they won the battle, honey. But everybody used N-word still, ain't changed shit. Right? Get out of young people's business, girl. That's what they want to see. That's entertainment. I don't see no big difference between Cardi B and the rest of the rappers, the female rappers. I don't see any big difference in their videos. I don't see no big. As a matter of fact, I just saw one video where people look like they're imitating her, but it was so vile and so disgusting. Aren't you gonna go for her too? Aren't you gonna save the kids in Chicago with that story? You best stay away from them stories, girl. You ain't changing shit. You're only powerful in your own mind. Every generation had their music. That's right. Remember, they used to get mad at Prince because he wore high heels and lace. Couldn't stand it. They ain't like that damn Elvis Presley wiggling his ass around the saints. Stop wiggling that ass. Every generation has had their music, honey. Every generation has had. The world progresses, honey. All these restrictions you put on people, they evaporate, child. Get used to it. I mean, she gave a whole speech about the music industry. She ain't said a damn thing about the case. I'm 40, Uncle Tim. Don't lump us all together. I'm sorry, Bianca. Tasha is bitter in her own delusional reasons, right? Baby, I'm not talking about everybody 40 years old. 40 is young. Hell, I'm 63, baby. I'm an old dude. But I'm just saying, she seems so bitter and so angry all of a sudden about this music industry, which she's been riding the back of since the beginning. This is her income. This industry she hates so much. Now she's going to act like she's a crusader. It's offensive. And none of them interviews ever indicated that she is a crusader against pornography or gun violence or anything else. But that's all she talked about in the statement. And so is Tasha K going to take her GoFundMe down? She says she does not have a GoFundMe, Lady Key, and do not give money to anybody claiming to be her GoFundMe. She says she has not crowdfunded at all, and she does not intend to do that. So she doesn't have it. Is what she said out of her own mouth. You should all go and see what she said, baby. That's it. This ain't working, sweetheart. It ain't working. Get any bum over there. Your ding dong meanie. Move your little bum. Kind of warm in here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 63 isn't old. You're well seasoned. Tell the men's that, honey. Tell them I got all this experience. I'm like Miss Medea. I got all this experience over here. Mm-hmm. Handsome, mature, seasoned. Well living. Never old. Okay. Some days you feel old. Some days you don't. Yeah, I'm too old for all that kind of what was it called? WAP. The music industry always had someone making explicit stuff. Think about Millie Jackson, baby. Never heard of Clarence Carter or Marvin Cease. I don't know Marvin Cease. I know that Millie Jackson used to break it down, baby, about them no good means. See, there's somebody say Millie Jackson. There's always been people around, honey. She don't care nothing about that child. She ain't. Cardi B's been interviewing these people for what, 10 years? Why hasn't she ever brought up her disdain for rap music and all that? Why didn't he ever come up? Don't y'all fall for no bullshit, honey. Call a thing a thing. If she come up with all that bullshit, and she gonna save the kids from gun violence, and the music is making them use guns and all that shit, girl. Back her up and just tell her, listen, baby. It ain't working. It's okay. Correct her. Correct the saints when you see them going wrong. Your mom loves Millie. She said the big bird had a crick in his. It wouldn't surprise me if Big Bird had a crick in his wing. No, she didn't call a big bird gay. Lord have mercy. What was that big song she had? It wasn't if I was your woman and you was my man. No. She sang about a song about being in love with a married man. I forget how it goes. Y'all know? Millie Jackson singing about being in love with a married man. If you had the strength to walk out the door, my heart would overrule my sense, and I'd call you back for more. If I was your woman and you were my man, the doo-doo, the doo-doo, the doo, yeah. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. If I was your woman, was that it? Let me say, love in a married. Something about love. It was something about loving a married man. No. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If being right means being without you, I'd rather live a wrong during life. Your mama and daddy say it's a shame. It's a downright disgrace. But long as I got you by my side, I don't care what your people say. Friends tell me it's no future in love than a married man. If I can't see you when I want, I'll have to see you when I can. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right if it means being without you. I don't want to be right if it means I got to sleep at night. Why is he talking about a serious subject and singing and all that singing? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see how things go forward, but I won't be watching it. I don't watch her. I don't watch anybody in that whole industry over there. I think that Armand Wiggins about to pee on himself, though. He is so excited and happy. That hurts too, when your enemy's laughing. She know they're laughing, girl. The whole time laughing at you. Keep it a 1 week story, Tasha K. Don't let this shit drag on, girl. You know, new campaigns of yours, girl. How you going to cleanse the music industry? They said, well, Tasha K, are you going to address the line at all? Are you going to say anything about it? Mm-hmm. If you want to sing, I suggest the Zoom choir rehearsal. Huh? The director will get you together. No, I'm not a delusional person, honey. I don't think no choir director is going to produce any music out of me. Right? But everybody can sing in church, baby. Mm-hmm. And you can sing in your shower, or sing to your dog, or sing to y'all. Roach is not a racial slur. Who is over here is roaches, honey? Y'all cockroaches and things? It is not directed at black people solely. It is something said in my as an insult. Cardi called herself a roach before. Depends on where you live at, honey. Do they use roach in the Bronx? Uh-huh. Wait a minute. Silly fool. Black before beauty. How'd you lose such a good thing? I'll be talking about Miss Cardi B. because she might have destroyed that whole company. Can you imagine over some silly little rapper thing? You feel you so arrogant, girl. You could have stopped this thing all along these whole 4 years, Tasha K. You got to feel like the biggest fool on earth. Get yourself a good, solid therapist, honey, and pay him. Get a good one. Somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about, girl. Try to help you out of this. I'm telling you, you're headed for a serious depression. I don't know how much wine you're drinking now. Pay attention to how much wine you're drinking, girl. You might need a meeting or two. I smoke roaches daily. Oh, that's right. That's a roach is a small marijuana cigarette. The small part of a marijuana cigarette is also a roach. And when you're going off on somebody, you might consider them a cockroach. They got to be stomped. Come back with a different angle for a channel. I don't think she could. I mean, maybe she could take publicity. You could spend it into anything. They do all kind of stuff on Netflix and all that. I just don't see how anybody would take an interest in that case, though. I mean, it's not like Netflix is going to be beating on her door to do a series of specials, right? Because I think even though if she admits it or not, her goal was always to get on television. She wanted to be the next Wendy Williams. Even though she says she's not, she's unique and all that. Well, that's what they need. You're not going to be successful coming on as another exact replica of Wendy Williams. No, you got to come on as Tasha K. But I think you might have affected actually your chances of ever breaking away from social media. Just my opinion. She just tweeted. She broke the internet. Okay, girl, break it. Break it, baby. You better get $1 each from them, honey. That's right. You want to get that money situated. You know what? She thinks she's winning by stretching it out for years, right? But that's just pushing the can down the road, honey. You might want to try to get it over with as soon as possible. You want this hanging over you forever? You can't even spend your own money? What? Oh, no, honey. Gin juice. Hi, Uncle Tim. The swap thing, alien, was talking about you in her live yesterday. She said you sent people to her house to rob. Thank you, Gina Juice. I'm gonna go over here and check on that. So she's saying that the alien from Atlanta, I ain't talked about her in years. She said I sent people over. She said you sent people to her house to rob her of her Rolex and car. What I told the alien was, what's her name? Michelle, the alien Brown. I told her not to be down at that club of Kaya's flashing all these gold Rolexes on her wrist, girl. Well, they'll take that damn thing off your arm. That's all I said to her, right? So there she said, I told people to go over there and rob her. I know. I said, they will, though, honey. You driving down there in your Mercedes and you got your Rolex and all this kind of around all these hoodlums and thugs and shit. People who follow Kaya, bad mix. We would definitely have to go over there and get a giggle. Thank you, Gin Juice. You see how we get information? Somebody just drop it, honey, in the chat. She over there trying to bilk Funky Dineva for another $1 or $2. I ain't even looked on her channel for well over a year and a half. But I see when I went over there, who was it? She had Funky Dineva in the title or something. She is still repeating that same old tired ass story, girl. That boy done went on to scale the heights. She's still trying to bilk him for one more video. So she said I apologize for not recognizing a crackhead when I see one. Be careful what you ask for, the alien. The alien who fell to earth, baby. They need snatched channel, but she gag order on her. They need to snatch her channel and put a gag on her. If I was her, even if they don't have a gag order on her, I would say that they did. That mean I wouldn't have to come up with these weird ass stories over and over and over and over and over again. It's best just to say, oh, I can't talk about it. I'm not allowed to talk about the case. Right? Instead of coming up with these harebrained stories of hers, girl. What does she say? Reckless and dangerous lifestyles. So you said if Cardi B has a reckless and dangerous lifestyle, in your opinion, as you define a reckless and dangerous lifestyle, doesn't look like that to the rest of us. But if you're saying so that allows you to go and make up stories on her, lie on her. What does one thing got to do with the other? The alien, honey, that fell to Earth, baby. She's still dragging and yourself. I ain't heard her say my name, but I'll go in there and check it out. You know, that's another one. Do anything for a click and a view. Even throw herself out in front of these buses, honey. Anyway, people, it is late. What time is it? It is late. It's time for me to go and have my dinner and watch my episode of Suits. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Y'all be careful. I know it's cold in some of y'all's places. God bless you.